update or other reasons?
There was one that we kept trying to find a place for, and it wasn't a budget issue, it was just a structural issue, that the way that the TV breakout was coming, any place we put it would have been a double beat. There's a moment in the books where it is explained to Miller that he's the laughing stock of the thing, that it's just put down that, no, you got this because you're a joke. And it's a beautiful scene, and everybody loved it, and everybody in the writing room wanted to find a place for it, and it just never found the right spot. Any place we put it would have been kind of self-indulgent on our part. So we just lost that in the translation. No. No, part of the point of the Belter Creole is that you don't get to know them. I mean, it is there in order to make it clear that these people are not part of your culture. And if you feel a little excluded from their conversation because of that, yeah, right?
Well, and here's how we use it though. We use it. We pick moments to use it heavily when we want you to feel like an outsider, and then when we want you to feel like you're part of what's going on, then we lighten it way up. And we use it very sparingly. Whenever we put a script out, Nick will give us. He always gives us 3 versions of his translation, and one is super light, just a tiny little bit of whatever. The second one is sort of a half and half mix where a person would probably understand what was being said, which is sort of basic English. And then the third version, which is like super heavy, no one will ever understand. We almost always go with the first one. Occasionally use the second one, and I think I can count on like 3 fingers how many times we use the third one. But it's very specific when we use the third one. We want to make it very clear that these people are a separate culture, and it's often in a situation where there is someone who's like a Martian nearby, and we want you to feel that person's alienation from what's happening. We want you to feel that. We want you to be the earther there going, yeah, I don't understand what these guys are talking about. They're excluding me right now.
Yeah, and it's the feeling of being in a coffee shop and the guys at the next table speaking in a language you don't know, and they're laughing and you don't know what they're laughing at, and that a lot of what the Expanse is about, to the degree that it's about it, is talking about tribalism and group identity and the language and the exclusion of language is absolutely part of it. So yeah, there are times when we as the audience are a little cut out and it's uncomfortable, and it's supposed to.
Having said that, we're very careful. We choose moments to do that where nothing that's being said is important.
Yeah.
If there was a scene between drummer and Tom, it's just a team, and the whole couple sentences just completely unreal.
Yep.
And you feel like there's this particular backstory.
It actually wasn't. It was just kind of like banter between friends. But the reason we did it there is because every time you see drummer, she's got a heavy accent, but she speaks very clear English, and she speaks like she's very educated. And we just wanted a moment where you get the hint of the Belcher better rat she used to be. Yeah, where she's with this guy that she used to know back in the day when she was running the streets as a little gangster, and you just get that little moment. But there's nothing in that moment other than that.
Yeah,
She used to be that person.
You got the whole thing.
It was not really the backstory. Yeah. And really it'd be a terrible way to tell that story, to hide it, language no one else speaks.
Yeah.
So, very related question. I guess how has it been kind of changing, adapting the Belgian Creole from a written language, which is very different from a verbal language. Those are sort of very different things. I guess how is that happening?
The Belter Creole in the books was not written by a linguist.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, the stuff in the books, we don't actually care if it's accurate. What we're looking for is just sort of a rhythm. So what we're trying to find is this sort of poetry of sound, this rhythm of sound. We don't care if it's like how languages actually evolve. We're not linguists.
Unlike Nick, who actually cares about that a lot.
Actually cares about that stuff a lot. And
I
he
find
is
this very frustrating. He was very relieved when he found out that he didn't have to try to back engineer the crap we did. He could just start from scratch. So yeah, those are very different approaches.
The show is really visually striking. I mean, it's beautiful typepiece there. It's immediately picking up as well. You guys were speaking about when the deal started to make sense when you're even sifting through minutia and BS of what was not real, what was real. Was there a point where you guys thought from an artistic and visual standpoint, this is the direction we want to go with this studio? Is that even apparent in the discussion?
No, that happens so much later in the process. So at the very beginning, the only thing we really are going to get is what we started with writers. We got a couple of writers who wanted to write a pilot and develop a show. Then the next thing we got was a studio, which is where the money comes from. You don't get cinematographers and that kind of stuff until you're way down the development track. And we hired Jeremy Benning, who's has been the DP consistently every season. We hired him maybe a month or two, 3 months before filming, because he worked with the set building department, so it was several months before filming. But I mean, that was 2 years in the development process by the time we hired him, so you don't actually know those things.
And it's important to be clear. We would not, under any normal circumstance, we wouldn't have a voice in that decision. That would be something that was decided after we had signed our contracts, after we had sold our rights. Once you have sold your rights to a project like this, once you've taken the money, you took the money, it's their project.
So there was level of love.
Oh,
there- absolutely.
Landing how.
Absolutely.
And I'm glad it did.
And in fact, no, we didn't know Jeremy, and we had no input into the cinematographer conversation. That was driven almost entirely by the studio, our showrunner, Lorraine, and the pilot director. Pilot directors are very important in TV because they sort of set the visual tone of the show. And Terry McDonough, who directed our pilot, he had seen Jeremy's work and was very excited by Jeremy's work and really pushed the studio to hire Jeremy. And Jeremy up to that point was just a commercial kid. He's done a lot of TV now, because obviously everybody realizes he's awesome. But at the time, he was just a commercial guy, and Terry said, hire this guy, I want to work with this guy, I think he's really good. And he was right, but that was so far down the road. And it was after we hired the director.
So looking at the plot breakdown of the books versus the show, the first season of the show ended up ending before the end of the first book. How did you come to that decision, and what do you think of the show?
That was actually Lorraine's decision. The original conception of the show was 10 episodes, and the last episode was the end of the first book. When Lorraine came on board, so our showrunner didn't actually come on board until we did work on the project for a while on the writing side, the development side. He came on board and he said, and everybody's like, well, we have to do the first season at the end of the first book. And he's like, why? Why do you have to do that? And his attitude was, this is very tightly plotted, so it's not 9 separate books. It's a 9-book story that just happens to be chopped in these places. And we're not developing the books, we're developing the story. So we'll pick where we want to end. And if certain books require more than one season, well, that's great. If certain books don't require a full season's episode, we'll do that too, as long as we make full story.
Well, and he also pulled elements from the second book forward. So Abasarala doesn't show up until book 2, but we needed it. And we wanted to have more women in the cast of the first season, and we wanted to have an Earth perspective we didn't have, and we wanted to have a political perspective we didn't have, and she was right there.
Well, and every show needs an additional story of Dasha.
Right.
So we were like, how do we get more story of Dasha?
I know.
Yeah.
the one book per model broke pretty quickly and in many different ways.
Yeah, so, I was wondering about the casting. I did a wonderful cast. I really like the actors. Casting took place several years down the road, and actually,
Yeah, so before you cast a pilot director, the pilot director has a lot of influence on the individual cast. And that's as it should be. Directors work with cast. So you should allow the director to take the lead on it. So Terry, once he came on board, he started the casting process working closely with Noreen, our showrunner, and the two of them really are the ones who put the casting in. We got to look at every bit of casting. We got to give our notes. There's a couple of cast members who are in the show because we insisted.
We jumped up.
And they didn't have to do what we said, but we had several good options, and we were like, that one's the best one. And
We were good lobbyists.
yeah, and Noreen was like, okay, you guys think that's the right one? We'll do that one. My favorite bit of casting is I picked Frankie to be Bobby, because she didn't have a lot of experience, but she was just so perfect that I was like, we'll find a way to help her get good enough to do it. And then we were so lucky because she was already that good, and we just didn't know. So she just came in. She's like, no, I got this. And then I was like, great, that's awesome. There's no have to fix
She's
it.
incredibly talented. She's been
Very good.
talented actor.
And she'll be doing a lot more stuff. She was in the most recent Peter Jackson movie, and she's going to be doing more things. She's super talented. But yeah, she was one who gets big. But we talked about this all the time. One of the big things that Daniel and I insisted on was not dramatically changing sort of the and I the word diversity is overused, but sort of the wideness of types of people that are in our books. We didn't want it to just then be turned into white man's face. Coming from a couple of white guys. But we didn't want that to be the show, and so we were always lobbying for that, and we were very fortunate in that our showrunner and our studio were very supportive of that. And so, when we insisted, like, no, the 6 foot tall Polynesian woman cannot be a short blonde lady. They were like, yeah, no, that makes sense.
And not that we cast every part in exactly the same gender as it is they were in the books, but it wasn't important that we keep every single one, but it was important that we keep the same tone, the same sense of everybody in it.
What we really want is anybody who watches this show can find themselves in there. And you don't always succeed at that, but you're always trying to do better than you did last time, and that's what we do. We just want everybody to watch the show and go, oh man, I'm in space, or some version of me, or somebody who's like me, or has the same life experience as me. Look, because that's what gets people engaged.
And we live in that world, and it would be nice to see that world. It would be nice to see a future that is as rich and complicated as, say, a teaching hospital in any major American city.
Okay. One thing I really liked about all the books is you guys have a really good attention to kind of the sort of realistic physics of things. With like the gimbals for the crash couches and those sorts of things. Have there ever, anything like that has been hard to translate to the show? Crash couches are the first thing I think of, but other things have been frustrating there.
Well, one of the things that's kind of hardest is in the books, the ships spent a lot more time on the float, and they're not all burning in 1G all the time. But we're filming in 1G,
So the biggest driver of those sorts of decisions is that when we write the books, a camera never has to fit next to the actor in the book. But when you're making a TV show, there's the cameras, and they have to have places where they can be positioned to look at the characters. And so some things just don't work because you can't get a camera around it. And our version of Crash Cuts, which is a big, elaborate, cool thing. That would be, the camera crews would hate that. It's very hard for them to shoot that. We'll do you next, I promise. What, can you repeat that?
I'm sorry.
No.
What were the challenges they gave,
Well, it is a little weird finding out, the dramatic out, at the end of every hour. But that's also what we were doing at the end of every hour. I mean, we were writing the book with a very intentional, stance of making the end of each chapter an invitation to read the next, not a cliffhanger, because those get cheesy, but something that
You want to see what happens.
you want to see what happens. So, given that we had 56 of those, finding ways to end on a, oh my God, what happens next moment.
A moment of tension.
Yeah, wasn't that hard. We had to know, and they didn't all wind up matching to the books at all. But we had some practice with that kind of structure. Yeah, totally.
So being that it's such a dense and complex world and setting and environment, do the actors have particular challenges coming into that, living and learning all that complexity and finding their characters and things? I mean, you guys knew it all well, but they were kind of coming in pretty.
I will say that before I worked in TV, I didn't know this, but acting is a really hard job. And the thing, we've been very fortunate in that all of our actors are real professionals. And the thing that professionals do is they prep. So they all came in, they had read relevant materials, they had done studies. I mean, we had Wes Chatham plays Amos, like took a bunch of meetings with a psychotherapist to ask about dissociative disorder and how to play that and what that looks like and how trauma shows up in an adult from childhood. So they did a ton of that sort of prep. So I think if you have actors who don't work hard like that, that would make it tougher. But we were very fortunate, all of our people are that they work really hard.
In the blue, and then orange after that.
So I had a question just kind of general, that it's amazing to get science fiction on television, but I've been surprised Amazon and Netflix and the rest, we don't have more of it. Have you learned through the process why that may be, why we don't see more science fiction?
Yeah, so there's two reasons. Science fiction is, the reason why every science fiction show for like a decade is set in the modern world. It was like, it's the modern world, except there's a robot, or it's the modern world, except there's a disease. Like, they were all like that, because you can shoot here, and it's super cheap. When you do a show like ours, you're building all of your sets. That's very expensive. There's almost no location shooting. And visual effects are very expensive. So that was a problem. And then there was also, for a long time, there was I don't know, conventional wisdom in Hollywood that people don't like spaceship shows. They don't like shows out of spaceships. And you'd say, well, what about Star Trek? Well, that's Star Trek, that's its own thing. Well, what about Star Wars? That's Star Wars, that's its own thing. What about Battlestar Galactica? Well, that was its own thing. Other than those things, people don't like shows out of spaceships. We're sort of seeing the end of that.
So the physics are really shows kind of heralded for physics being accurate. What did you guys do to kind of prep for that? Kind of learn on time?
Pretty much high school. Seriously, the level of, and we get a lot of credit for being really hard science fiction. We're not really hard science fiction. We keep inertia working the way it's supposed to work, and that apparently puts us ahead of the crowd. And there's a reason for that craft-wise in the first book. So that kind of plausibility, that kind of the physics, the Newtonian physics that you recognize is really important to keep in the story so that when something weird happens, it feels weird. If you had gravity plating and then arrows moved, it's not sure, whatever. But that break was part of the story that Ty brought and that we were telling. And what we do is, does gesture toward and does try to keep as much as possible the kind of that's what we're getting credit for.
Yeah, I mean, that credit where credit is due, that's also the genius of Game of Thrones, you know, in the early seasons, it just felt like you were watching historical fiction. It felt like our world. It felt, you didn't expect that anything can happen. So at the end of the first season, when dragons show up, you're like, whoa, you know, that feels super weird. Like, oh, this is a massive change. If, like, in the first episode, the dragons flying over and wizards casting fireballs, and then at the big thing at the end is some more dragons are born, I'd be like, okay. So it's setting up a world in which there aren't constant weird things, and then showing the weird thing makes the thing weird.
So when you're mentioning the steps and practices part of your basic table before, did you get any pressure when putting Sorrel onto obviously he must dominant person, like in the entire series. So did you get any pushback with putting that on TV?
When we were at Sci-Fi, we did kind of rein her in a little bit. And in fairness, constant grating vulgarity is more fun in print than it is to listen to. So I think it gave Shore some room to make the character her own and bring the power and the focus and the intimidation of Abbaswara through other, because she's able to do that without working glue. We did, and I think it worked out.
One more, guys.
Can we get Cersei?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, please.
I was gonna say, I love the casting of Astrology. She was my favorite character. Did you get to pick her as the
I don't recall there ever being any debate on that one. I think she showed up as an opportunity, and we all just kind of said yes.
Yeah, this was very early on. We had a couple of different options. There was one that was actually a married couple that we were looking at to cast as Boswell and her husband, Virginia. But Boswell is the queen. I mean, when she shows up, she flourishes into the room, and you go, yeah, okay, whatever you tell us to do, we're going to do. So the minute she showed up, everybody was like, yeah, obviously.
Well,
the queen must be obeyed.
yeah. Are you going to cast her? Well, can we?
If we can, that's awesome. Totally should. Take us home, man.
You guys ever find yourselves speaking Belter Creole outside the story?
No. I don't speak Belgian. I don't understand it either.
We're not part of that culture.
It's really funny because Kara Jade, who plays a drummer on the show, I think is maybe the like platonic ideal of the Belter accent and delivery of Belter Creole. And she's amazing at it. And people come up to her and go, hey, say something to me in Belter. She's like, I can only say lines I know from the show because you memorize the stuff that you needed to do for an episode, but you don't. It's not like they're learning the language.
So, yeah. No.
In a perfect world, how long will the series run?
So we're done.
Yeah, guys, come on. That's a great answer.
In a perfect world, if I stop working on it and then it keeps running until my island is completely, that would be the perfect world.
But in fairness, the Expanse, the books, this is not an ongoing story that will bloat out into a gazillion books, and it will wind up hiring somebody else to ghostwrite while we go hang out on his island. And I know that Raymond has talked to us about this, and ideally, the ending that we're aiming for in the books is the ending we'll aim for in the series. And if we can land both of those, we will have done something special.
No argument there. You guys had such great questions today. Thank you so much. I could do this for another hour. I know I'm looking forward to finishing The Expanse since I'm only through season 1. And you guys didn't ruin anything for me today, so thank you so much. I really appreciate that. At the end of the panel, I do like you guys to get a little bit loud. Let's give it up for Daniel Abraham.